Hey guys, how are you doing? I am going to talk about how to ingest oils today and why would we do that. Lots of people are afraid to take essential oils internally, and I understand why. There's lots and lots of brands of essential oils out there, and I would say 99.9 of them are not safe to take internally. Many of them are not even safe to put on your skin topically because they are adulterated. They have been cut with hexane, which is a chemical to yield more oil, and you don't know where the plants are growing. You don't know what they've done to them. You don't know how they're being distilled. You don't know the chemicals that they're using. You don't know what's in that bottle. And with Young Living, you know all of that. You actually can go visit the farms that Young Living has all around the world, and you can actually watch them distill the oils that you're ingesting. So we have a seed to seal guarantee that we've been going on 30 years now with Young Living, and it is fantastic that we have a safe product that we can take internally. I know that kids can take them safely. 4 and up, nobody under 4 needs to be taking oils internally. Topically is great for them and aromatically, but 4 and up can take them safely, and we want to show you how today. So I take oils every day. I have for the last 13 years for various reasons, most of all because I have digestion issues from years ago, and I just feel better after I eat. As long as I eat clean, I don't really have digestive issues, but if I slip and I eat something that's not so happy for my stomach, the oils absolutely they naturally help the body reduce inflammation and make things smoother, easier, less painful, less bloating. And so my main way of taking the oils is through capsules. So you can get them at Young Living. You can buy them in Young Living at your account, or you can get them at any kind of grocery store. I personally like these because I have tested lots of different brands, and a lot of them break down because they're so cheaply made. They actually break down if you were to make capsules ahead of time. That's pretty much where it matters. If you make capsules ahead of time, I used to make them ahead of time for my daughter so that she would remember to take them before going to work when she was a teenager. If you're gonna fill them and take them right away, doesn't matter where you get them, because if they break down, they're gonna break down in your stomach, so it doesn't really matter. But if you're gonna make them ahead of time for your husband or a child or someone in your household or yourself, you can make them up ahead of time, put them in the fridge, or leave them out on a counter at room temperature, and they will not break down. So I love to take them in a capsule. I take Longevity every day, and Longevity is a blend of oils. One of the main ingredients in it, I just eyeball this, so I'm able to do that. I can still see pretty well, and so I take 8 drops of this every single day, and its main ingredient in Longevity is thyme oil, and thyme oil is like the oil of youthfulness. It's the oil of beauty, and thyme helps us recover quicker when we are not feeling great, but it also helps us stay youthful longer. It helps our skin, it helps our cells stay more youthful, and so Longevity is just widely known in Young Living to take daily for just youthfulness looking. It helps us feel great. It helps us feel younger. And so I take this every day, and I take it in a capsule. I just put it in the capsule and take it. I also take peppermint almost every single day. I do frankincense sometimes. And I always do oregano internally in a capsule because I don't want to smell like oregano. I don't want to apply that topically to my body. I do if I'm doing a raindrop and it's on my back, but usually when I do a raindrop, have my husband give me a raindrop. It's at night. I'm not going out anywhere because I just don't want to smell like a pizza when I go out. Not my favorite perfume to wear, pizza, right? And so say I'm going to take frankincense. Frankincense I apply topically a lot on the back of my neck, behind my ears, on my pituitary gland, and that's just, it's great for reducing anxious feelings, emotional feelings. Frankincense was the #1 oil that I used to help get over a lot of past issues that were maybe not so positive. We had a lot of grief, a lot of loss in our life. It's another video, but frankincense is known, that's one of its main uses, is to help your brain pathways repair, reconnect, whatever you want to say, when you've been through something that's been really difficult emotionally. So it is like the #1 oil to use for emotional wellness and feeling good, feeling positive. It's also great for your skin. I like cut my wrist open one time with a piece of sheet metal, and this was my go-to oil. This and helichrysum was the oils that I used to help my skin feel better, to help it get back to the way it was originally. We got to use lots of special words here. And so frankincense, I love to just apply topically. I've never diffused, I've diffused frankincense one time. Personally, I just like to take it internally, or I like to apply it. I don't really want to diffuse it. That's just my personal opinion. You can diffuse it, absolutely. It's just very expensive, so I tend to want it on my skin, because the minute you put oils on your skin, within 20 minutes, it's in every cell of your body. These work at a cellular level. That's why they are so amazing. And that's why they are safe for your babies, for your, all my grandbabies have been, all but 2 have been born and had frankincense on them within seconds after they were born, just to help them with the emotionalness of being born, and also it's like an immune system boost, and so it's just great to help your immune system. And so we apply that immediately to the baby's feet when they're born. And so the next way that a lot of people with younger kids, 5, 6, 10, before a child can swallow a capsule, a lot of people give themselves, if it's an adult and they have a hard time swallowing, or a child, they will put, I don't want that much, they will put their oils that they want in a teaspoon of honey. So raw honey is fantastic for you. It's got so many healing properties. Raw honey actually heals wounds. Did you know that? It's great to apply to wounds because it kills bacteria, and it will help your skin repair. I've had salt scrubs, and then they lather you with manuka honey afterwards, because it's very restorative to your skin. It makes it very soft, and it also helps with lots of skin issues. So always make sure you have a jar of like all natural raw honey. So I'm just going to put 3 drops of frankincense in this teaspoon of honey here, and if you would want your kids to take specific oils and they can't swallow a capsule and it doesn't taste good in water, you can put it in a teaspoon of honey, and that's a perfect way to get the oils in. The honey tastes good in case the essential oil doesn't taste good. The honey sweetens it, and it's an easy way. A lot of kids who have sniffly, sneezy, kind of seasonal yuckiness can take peppermint, lemon, and lavender together, and you put a couple drops of each in a teaspoon of honey, and it is great to open up their airways, to help them breathe better, to help them not be so itchy and watery, and that's great for adults as well as kids. Those 3 oils are great for adults to put in a capsule as well. You could do that every 4 hours if you wanted. Lots of people in my downline do that every 4 hours. Helps them deal with like the seasonal changes, right? And so then another way you could take the oils is to just put them in water. So funny story is when I would go to a specific aunt's house on my husband's side, my late husband, she would make all the food that I was allergic to, like all the food that I had sensitivities to. And so of course she was older, and I had told her a couple times that there's a couple things I can't eat, and if you serve them, that's fine. I'll just eat the things that I can eat. You don't need to cook special for me. But inevitably, whenever we would go there, which was several times a year, she would make every single thing that I could not eat. And there really wouldn't be anything that I could eat. So I didn't want to be rude. I wanted to just enjoy the hospitality that she was giving us. And so I would take my glass of water that we always had at the table, and I would take peppermint. I don't have that with me right now, but I would take peppermint and just pretend this is peppermint, even though it's frankincense. And I would just put 2 or 3 drops of peppermint in my water. And I would do that for every glass of water, because if I didn't, every ounce of my body would be inflamed. And I would be sore, I would be uncomfortable, it would be hard to drive home because I was eating sugar, which I don't eat anymore. I was eating dairy that I don't eat anymore. I was eating gluten that I don't eat anymore. And so my body was just like screaming at me, like, hey, what are you doing? Why are you putting all this in here? And I would get inflamed. My joints would hurt. My joints don't normally hurt unless I eat those things that make them unhappy. So I would just discreetly put 3 drops of peppermint in my water in every glass, and I would be drinking that the whole time we were there and the whole time we were eating. Peppermint is great to help with digestion. It helps soothe any discomfort in the belly for kids, for adults, for older, for pets, and it's just easy to put in your water. Most people kind of can stand minty water, and I would just drink it down. It would help just soothe every cell in my body, and then I was able to be comfortable. I was not in discomfort. I was able to enjoy my visit, and it wasn't like I was sitting there making capsules or anything. It was, or asking for a teaspoon of honey. It was just putting it in my water. So a lot of people put oregano in their water. I personally don't want to do that because I don't like the taste of oregano, but I do put it in a capsule. So these are just some great ways to get the oils in you. They are safe. They are a beautiful way to work cellularly faster in your body. When we are under the wellness line, our biggest way that we utilize the oils is internally. It just seems to help us feel better quicker. That's just our experience and our personal opinion. But yeah, we also diffuse and we also apply topically daily. Those are all the things that we do for preventative health. But one of the great ways is that you can safely take Young Living oils internally. And I want to tell you something. So this is the bottle of frankincense. I did just want to show you this. I already filled it with water, so this was the end bottle of my big frankincense. I have a little one here that I keep in my purse. So this was, I took the last 2 drops out of this frankincense. And so I don't want to leave any residue in there. I want to get all that goodness because this stuff is expensive, right? So I fill it up with water. I put water in here, and then I'll just either drink it just out of this, or I'll add it to this water. And that way I know I've gotten every single drop out of this bottle because I'm not wasting any of our drops. But this frankincense is the exact same internal in the bottle. It's the exact same as this white label. So the white label is labeled for internal ingestion, and it's called our Vitality line, and they're just white labels. And then this is our just signature line where it's got the colored labels. But what most people don't realize initially when they first start using oils is that these 2 ingredient or contents are the same. So when you get a white bottle of the same, of the colored bottle, there's no difference in the ingredients. This one is just, it's to help us stick with the rules and regulations of our health system that makes the regulations for companies, right? And so those rules say that you can't have, that you can take something internally, ingest it on a label, and have on the same label something that you can apply topically to your body. So that came out, I would say, maybe almost 9-10 years ago. And so Young Living quickly made a white label that says Vitality, and those are the ones that you can that the label says you can ingest. And then the colored labels, again, the contents in them are the exact same. There's no difference, nothing changed. It's just the label is changed to satisfy, what we have to do to run according to the guidelines that rule the health industry. So I just wanted to make sure you guys know that, because some people panic like, oh, I don't have the white label, and it's going to be different ingredients, but it's not. It's the same ingredients. So hopefully this helps you guys today. Like, subscribe, share with the people that you love. Using oils because it's a beautiful way to stay healthy. And yeah, enjoy, and take an oil today. Take a drop of goodness. See you later.